Right, hello, lads and lasses, and welcome back to Boys Down Under. And today has just been one of, if not the absolute worst days for Celtic news ever. Literally, slowest news day that I can remember is moving as slow as a snail, people. God awful. So instead, we're going to be looking at comments made about footballing personalities and pundits and journos and just people like them about Celtic, about their match against Real Madrid and their involvement in the Champions League in general. So, before we go any further, if you guys are enjoying the content and you want to help support the channel, the very best way to do so is to click the like button and click the subscribe button. It all helps support the channel grow, and I thank you all for that. But without further ado, let's get into it. So, Jamie Carragher, Scouser. Ignore that attempt. Anyways, yeah, that's embarrassing. He is a pundit, of course, for Sky Sports. Huge personality in terms of the world of football. Him and Gary Neville are often seen as the dynamic duo. So, anyways, rather not speaking to Sky Sports, but CBS Sports. Anyways, he spoke about Celtic and our involvement in the Champions League, stating, certainly in the first half, I think they would say that it was a 50-50 game. That's what it felt like. If there is one place I could have been tonight in terms of being at a stadium, it would have been there, Celtic Park. That's the place. In terms of atmosphere, I've played there. The atmosphere is outstanding. So you want them to stay in the Champions League as long as possible. It's a special place, team and atmosphere, that you want to see stay in the Champions League as long as you possibly can. Not just for their own sake, but for everybody. Nobody can say that they don't enjoy going into that stadium or watching them when it's in full voice. And look, I think he's spot on, obviously biased nature with me saying that. But still, Celtic Park, it is an absolutely phenomenal place. And I spoke about it yesterday, but briefly, we have the best fans in the world. The bestest, the loudest, the most amazingest. Anything with an EST that sounds as praise, well, that's the Celtic fans. And it isn't only the pundits who are taking notice of Celtic, foreign journos are too. Now, apologies if I butcher this name, but Guillem Balague, Balag, Guillem Balag. And I know that isn't right, but I know no better. So please leave in the comments how to correctly pronounce his name. Regardless, a Spanish journo and clear Real Madrid fan, anyways, was in Glasgow for Celtic's clash against the Spanish Giants. Now, he spoke about the encounter, praising the Celts' first half, saying, I am telling you, the first 40 minutes of the game, Real Madrid are like, what is this? They couldn't keep the ball. The pressure of Celtic was very effective. When they had the ball, they attacked, hit the post, and everybody agreed, including the Real Madrid players and the manager, that they deserved to go ahead. Yet, Real Madrid won, partly because they were like, okay, let's relax and control this. In the last 5 minutes of the first half, they started to do that. And then someone missing, in the case of Benzema, is somebody else's win in Hazard with an assist and a goal. And you know what? It was quite ironic that the whole build-up to the match was going to be about how Celtic were going to be able to contain Real Madrid stars, most notably Karim Benzema, who is the favourite to win the Ballon d'Or. Yet his injury, he really didn't trouble us at all in the match at all. And then when Eden Hazard came on, goal, assist, quite a few big chances created, some successful dribbles from him as well. And really from a player who has completely been absent in the ever since he left Chelsea. So it's just the funny way football works, isn't it? But still, I can't really speak too much about it, but we won't dwell on it anyways, because Balag, it sounds so wrong saying Balag also spoke on Matt O'Reilly, putting out this tweet after the game, and as you can see, it reads, he met Matt O'Reilly's parents, spoke to Matt himself, but most importantly, he recognized Matt's class as a footballer and stated there, he did not look out of place at all and will reach bigger heights for sure. And it's true. he will. I don't disagree with that comment anyways. I think we can expect not soon, really not soon at all, but give it 4 or 5 years. Once he is 26, 27-ish, he'll be running the show down in the Premier League. I don't think that is a unrealistic comment to make at all, to be honest with you. You know, down south, that's where he started his career. Fulham Academy, went to MK Dons. He's come up north to Scotland. I think the destination that awaits him is England, is the Premier League. I guess if a mammoth offer came in and a really enticing offer came in from someone like Bayern Munich or a Spanish team, maybe that would turn his head. But I really do think we could expect to see Matt O'Reilly in the Premier League in 3, 4, 5 years, sometime in that time frame, because he's going to be a star. You know, he was arguably one of Celtic's best against Real Madrid, not the best. Of course, Callum McGregor played absolutely out of his skin, but he was certainly up there as one of the best players in that match. And people recognise that. This Spanish journo has. John Barnes as well, our former manager, echoed that, you know, saying practically that he's done so well in such a short space of time. And he's been successful, Matt O'Reilly. He really, really has. But overall, you know, the reaction to the Celtic and Real Madrid clash has been positive. You know, Celtic, we deserved a positive reaction from that match, because it's not like we just laid down and surrendered from the first minute. We put up a fight for as long as we could, but then Real Madrid's class pretty much outshone us, and they outclassed us for the final half of the match. And football is a game of two halves. You need to be winning both to win the match. But I'm proud of the lads. I know the whole supporter base is proud of the lads, and all the pundits, all the journos, they are proud of Celtic as well. There's no pity, no sympathy, none of that, because Celtic aren't a team to be pitied. We went out there, we played our brand of football, but it wasn't good enough in the end, and that's just that. We were beaten by the better team. You know, and losing to a team like Real Madrid, the current Champions League holders, winners, whatever you want to call them, you know, it's no shame, especially when we're only losing 3-0 to them, and then Rangers go on and lose 4-0 to Ajax. So we're losing by less to the champions of Europe, and they're losing by more to Ajax, and apparently we're worse off. Oh, it's funny, isn't it? It's it's a running gag. Anyways, I think on that note, I should leave it there, and that is all from me. So if you guys did enjoy the video and you want to help support the channel, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, leave in the comments below. I don't really know. You can comment on anything you've seen in the video, comment on Matt O'Reilly, what the journos have to say, and who knows. Yeah, Ange isn't leaving. On that note, he's not going anywhere. Don't expect him to go to Brighton or Chelsea. Brighton, step down. Chelsea, too soon. And plus, what manager would want to go to Chelsea? You can win the Champions League and get sacked 2 years later. Ridiculous. Anyways, all from me. So until next time, hail, hail.